Well, hello folks, welcome back along, hope you're all doing very well. It is myself, Jack O'Brien, back with you on the episode of Grass and Grain. The Tucano is back in the shed now, ready to go. It's all been checked over, everything's been given a once over and the good green light. So we're looking good there. We've got the baler on the John Deere, which we have finished with. We did that little paddock actually the other day, that went through very well. And now we're going to head back off. You'll see the big old New Holland is on the 8310, so we're going to jump on in, and we're going to take this away. We're going to start doing a little of the hay that is dried out very quickly, actually. So we're going to have a look at that, get it going. The first hay of the season for us, and we need to do quite a bit now, given that we have well, a few more mouths to feed of our own. So with that in mind, we're going to head on down to the other side of the river first, where we'll get that field that didn't have a great deal in, bits patchy really, but it is, you can just see it over there. We'll go this way, I reckon. Got Daisy down there at the moment in the fence. She is rowing up, no, we're just about to start rowing up there actually, but you can see that's the lovely colour there. But yeah, it's been great since that was knocked down. It's been a fantastic couple of days, actually. Really nice and dry with a lovely warm wind blowing through. Makes farming all the more enjoyable when that is indeed the case. You can see she is just over there. Looks like she's getting herself set up there. So we'll take our time so as not to crash into it too much. We don't want to be stuck right up behind her, that's for sure, but we can definitely just make our way over. We'll get that one baled. We've got two little paddocks to go at today. We baled up the silage bales in the that little community area. There's only about half a dozen off there, but hey, it's half a dozen more than we had before, so that's always good. We'll see how we get along. Let's take our time going down through this little tight lane. Corner we go. Take that a bit wide there. Everything's drying out quite nicely as well there, since all the mess and the rain that we've had of late. Really looking forward to seeing our crops kick on, because I'd love to get that all finished up. Now from here, okay, just edge our way out nice and gently, does it? Big old baler up the back there. So we've actually done a lot more round bale silage than I thought with this year. Big bit of square bale hasn't really done much at all. So it'll be good to get ourselves out. We had our own little bit we did at the start of the year, and then that's about it so far. But we'll definitely get cracking along with the hay. And then we'll obviously have a lot of straw to do as well. So it'll come into its own there for sure. You can see we still have a lot of our own land that we didn't get drilled into anything. But it is going to be a good busy fall for us actually, or autumn, just to get that all done. Next year we'll be really firing along. Well, that actually looks like it's coming on a little bit. It's nearly ready for it to be knocked down, I reckon. Another bit of silage off of there soon enough. And we'll be laughing really, so it's going to be quite good. Still have yet to get this old shed knocked down. It needs to happen some point soon. Not sure, still kind of scratching my head thinking about what to do with all of that mess over there, because it has turned into quite the royal mess now. However, we'll worry about that one later. That's not my immediate concern right now, let's just say. But what we are going to do, we need to squeeze into this next field coming up, and then we'll work our way down. There's Daisy going now. We'll work our way down the track. Get in and get caught up with her. Hopefully we'll not be too far behind, so we can take out the headlands so she doesn't have to roll over them all. But I want to go into here. This is a bit unfriendly. Good grief. Easy does it. If I ever get that building knocked down, what I'd hope to do is bring some of the rubble over onto this track, because it is really bad. I'm just going to jump straight off. It's going to break my bale into bits if I drive down there, I think. Okay. So you can see some of this ground here, this needs, this actually got sprayed off because there's a lot of weeds coming through here. following when we made silage on it, so it is in a little bit of a poorer state. Has had nitrogen on since then though, so hopefully it'll get a bit of a bounce back. But we shall very much see. Oh, there it goes. Looks like I've got 2 headlands to work on with, and a little bit by the looks of things. So we're going to try and play a chase here, see if we can get caught up with Daisy. Before we do that though, let's make sure everything's looking good with the baler. So it's all been, from when we last used it on the silage, it was all serviced over anyway, or greased up, cleaned off. I always clean it off after every field just to keep it looking in better shape. So it is looking rather nice and neat. And yeah, we'll look to get ourselves through this field. It's not going to take too long because it's really not a lot to it, to be honest. Being said, let's just fire it up. We're just going to pull ourselves into the field slightly further. Excellent. Drop that down. I'm going to tie this a little bit up here first, I reckon. Alright, we'll get that little straggle end. And then it looks like he's actually started the row from up here, but we're going to start on the headlands anyway, get these knocked out. Now we should be doing 3 headlands there, and then we'll begin to the passes. So it looks like he's just done those. Wonderful. And there you can see behind me, actually, that's the little paddock that we mowed down with the demo mower. Now that has since gone back, we no longer have that, but beautiful little mower there, actually. A lot to think about. I'm toying with the idea, actually, of doing a bit of a shuffle around with our mowers, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But I do like having the front and rear mower, but I don't like having the rear mounted mowers becoming a little bit of a pain. And just noticing a few little annoying things with it, so we might be looking at changing that out somewhere. And a trail mower like that, where we can actually merge 2 rows into one, would be ideal for what I'm thinking about. Somebody mentioned in the comments there from the last episode, I believe I got to watch that, we should maybe look at doing again 2 of those trail mowers, which is not a bad plan. It is something I could look into, and then obviously trading in the 2 mowers that we currently have already, but I just don't know. We'd obviously have to use 2 tractors every time there, and then that kind of makes it a little more, a little less cost efficient, because you've got to run 2 tractors, 2 mowers obviously, and 2 drivers as well. So that's less than ideal, but it's something that I'm gonna have a look into anyway, because I think I'll be able to cover a lot more ground, or a lot faster anyway. So we'll see. It's certainly food for thought. I do like the idea of having 2 tractors on mowers there. It'd be pretty interesting. And up the hill we go. Oh, that's a good old drive up that hill there. There we go. Okay, so headland number 2. We have got a bale there. We're going to stop when we get over to the other side, just have a quick look at that bale, make sure we've got everything dialed in properly, pressure wise at least. We want to make sure that we're doing fine there. But yeah, so far so good. Excellent. Like I say, yeah, this field was a bit disappointing, but then we didn't get much put down on this in terms of fertilizer, so we weren't expecting a great deal. But it'll certainly help. We'll try. What we want to do is get this immediately covered with some. Always switch it off before we get out. Immediately get this all covered over with another dose of something, probably we're hoping slurry or even muck from our own cattle. Get that worked in, and allow it to really work over and give us a great crop for the end of summer, ideally. Bale's looking good though. Don't look too bad at all. Nice and tight, lots of pressure in there, so I like that an awful lot. But yeah, that'll do us. I think that will do us indeed. And then before I finish today, I'm going to bring the Scorpion down here as well. We're just going to stack these into 3s. Keep them kind of out the way, and most of them slipped away without re-engaging it, and keep most of them off the floor at night when it gets damp as well. That was poor baler driving 101. Forgot to re-engage the baler. Let's get ourselves back over here. Whilst we're there, actually, we'll just tidy this bit up. Excellent stuff. I want to try and make it a little bit of a tidier field on this time round. Okay. Don't know why we didn't get this bit in the corner, but never mind, I'll just tie this all up anyway. It's not too bad. I don't want to get too close into the dike there because it will just start to pull through all that damp green grass. But hey, that'll do it. Okay, so we'll head on back up to the top there, and we'll go again, as they say. What we're gonna do is probably just gonna work our way through these two fields. They won't get that many bales off them, but still, like I say, we'll get them in the shed probably tomorrow because I want to leave them just to breathe a little bit overnight. But if I put them straight into the shed, they might start to heat up a bit too quickly and sweat, which I could do without. But yes, we will watch the space for that one. We're going to swing back around and take this here. Perfect stuff. And we're away. Fed's flying along up there now. We took the mowers off there. We are, like I say, waiting now really. Everything that we've, apart from a few paddocks on the other side of the barn over there, everything that can really be mowed down at the moment has been done. So we really just gotta wait and see what it's going to be looking like when it starts to grow back. So hopefully that'll be not too far away, but we might have a new change up with the mowers by then, you never know. But yeah, watch this space for that one. Otherwise, life is good. We'll get this all baled up there, and then back on with the spraying and the fertilizer. We've got some oilseed rape that's coming along well. Some spring wheat and barley that's not too bad either. I'm so pleased I ordered my seed when I did for the spring wheat, because the cost is now soaring. With all the poor weather they've been having over in England there, a lot of people didn't get their winter wheat in the ground, which means they're trying, what's the novel way to shut that back, they're trying to get their wheat sowed into the ground in the spring, which means the cost of the seed for spring wheat is just astronomical, frankly. So I had mine ordered long in advance, so I didn't really suffer too much there, which is good, because that means it's going to be a bit more of a premium on the cost per ton at harvest, because not many people will be stumping up the price for the spring wheat now. So that is great news. We'll see how that one goes, and hopefully that'll benefit us and the farm and allow us to really continue. Let's do my lights on here. Let's turn those off. And yeah, in the ideal world, we'll be able to make a nice little bit of money, and we'll see where we go from there. We'll get around there. So we're going to continue anyway. We'll come back to you once we are in a position to come and get these bales stacked up. And we'll just, like I say, bring the Scorpion down to begin with, and then later on we'll probably bring the New Holland down as well, actually, with a loader on to get them cleared a little bit faster. But watch the space for that one, so we'll catch up with you in just a short while. Alright folks, field number 2. We actually got more than I anticipated off that first one. These little paddocks we're in now though aren't going to be quite as big, but hey, still worth doing nonetheless there. So yeah, I think there's about 30 bales over that far field, which is, as I say there, much more than I thought. This one here is going to get smaller and smaller, more and more turning around due to the nature of the size of the field, but hey, we'll get it done. And Daisy's just over the other side of the road there. You can't quite see it from here, but there's a smaller field again that she's kind of just slowly working her way through there. And then yeah, that'll be us done for now at least. But good afternoon's work really, I would say. Able to get a lot covered off there, and able to well, it's not all the hay we're going to need. We're going to need a lot more, let me tell you. But it's a strong old start, so we'll get cracking with it. And then hopefully, I want to make one more large cut of hay, and then maybe get another cut of silage off it as well. I'm also thinking about seeing if we can get some maize drilled now. It's a bit late in the year, but see if we can get that ready for the winter. But I missed the boat on that one really. I think it is a little bit too late. But that being said, we're gonna have to be scrambling around for fodder left, right, and centre, I do believe. But we'll be turning a bit sharp there. I have to come back and tidy that up. But we'll get it all done. Like I say, we are getting a little bit too close in here now. It is a small little field, but it won't take me too long to get it all done. We're just going to spin around this way. And then back to the yard there. So we will be stacking this down in the new buildings there. We've got plenty of storage space now. Don't have to worry too much about finding a roof to house all this under. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Which would be quite nice actually. And it's nice to be able to put the machinery into a slightly better storage sheds as well. And then still have plenty of space left over for bales. So yeah, we're looking good. Farm's looking in a good place at the moment. Very happy with it. Stop there, and then yeah, the business as a whole should be continuing to boom, which is going to be fantastic. What we will be doing though, we're going to be cracking along, seeing what else we can get done for the rest of the day. But we're going to leave this here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. I've been Simulation Fallen Nation as always. It's been a little bit shorter episode because all we're doing today really is baling. We'll get this stacked up and carted away in the next couple of days or so, really, I would imagine, before there's any chance of any more rain coming, because I'm sure that's not far away. Never usually is. And we'll see you later. So until then, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always. If you have enjoyed this and you've yet to do so, don't forget to head over to Simulation Fallen Nation's YouTube channel, hit that like button, and subscribe to see more from myself and the rest of his content. Until next time though, I have been Jack, your host here of Grass and Grain, and we will see you in the next one. Till then, have yourself a great day, and we'll catch you later.